We'd like to thank the mayor, ניר ברקת, שהוא איתנו הערב. ניר, איזה כיף לראות אותך אצלנו במוזיאון ארצות המקרא. The Honorable Erwin Kotler, former Justice Minister of Canada and the head and founding chair of the Raoul Wallenberg Institute. And all of our dear friends, members of the board, supporters, members of the family that have come out tonight for this very special occasion, the 25th anniversary of the Bible Lands Museum, and we're going to have a short dedication ceremony. But I have to say, many of you may know, but the roots of this museum actually began very much in Canada. And to have somebody of the stature of Erwin Kotler with us this evening is a great privilege. And I wanted to ask Erwin if you wouldn't mind just coming and saying a few words.
Thank you, Amanda. It's a special pleasure to be here on such a celebratory occasion where we not only celebrate the 25th anniversary of the founding of this great museum, but it also happens to be Batya's birthday, and so we can join in the celebration of her birthday. Bebriut ad 120, wonderful, and also on the occasion of the dedication of the building with respect to both Batya and Eli, the founders of this museum. Indeed, the museum has emerged as a looking glass into ancient civilizations, as being, as Amanda has put it, a interactive time capsule between the past and the present. A museum which brings the past to life and which has secured international resonance for the bringing together of people of all ages, all faiths, and all cultures. And this museum, it gives expression not only to ancient civilizations and the cornerstones of those civilizations, it gives expression to our religion, to our culture, to our faith, to our prophets, to our language, and indeed to where we come from, who we are, and what we aspire to be. So this is a historic moment where we celebrate our authenticity, anchored in this great museum, giving it international resonance and giving our expression of our hopes for the future. Tada Amanda, tada to you, Batya, and to all those associated with this great undertaking.
Let me start by wishing Batya happy birthday. May you live to 120 and enjoy the museum and the wonderful work that you've been doing. For those of you who don't know, about 5 years ago I gave Batya Amit Yerushalayim. It's an honor few people get for the amazing investment. And I know that Eli, late Eli, also received a special award from Teddy Kollek many years ago. And I think together there are very few couples that have got such honor in the city of Jerusalem, like Batya, like you, and late Eli. I think the museum is much more than just a museum. It is has a role in the education system, and 200,000 people that visit the museum a year. That's not a joke. That's not a game. It's a serious heavy lifting that the museum is doing for the benefit of our history and for the benefit of Yerushalayim. Batya, to you, I'm here to honor you and to thank you for the phenomenal job that's being done. Batya has been elbowing me to tell me that she has plans to practically double the size of the museum. How do we do this together? Well, it's a wonderful vision, and I believe we'll need to go fishing for more investors, whale fishing, for more investors and more people interested in believing in your vision. I believe and hope we'll find them. I'll do everything I can and help Batya fulfill your vision and see what we could do for the benefit of the museum. We're actually creating a hub of museums that complement each other, that are sitting in basically one national location, and the connectivity will dramatically increase the ability for more and more Israelis and more tourists to come and enjoy the beautiful mixture, tamhil, of museums that we're developing. So let me just conclude by thanking Batya and the whole family and friends that are supporting the museum. I will do everything I can to help you fulfill your role, your vision and dream. I want to wish us all Shana Tova, Ktiva v'Chatima Tova, and may we have a peaceful year, a year of development, a year of quiet, and a year of fulfilling all our dreams. God bless you. Thank you for your help.
במסגרת האירוע הזה לציון 25 שנה למוזיאון ולציון היום הולדת של בתיה, להזמין את המשפחה to come near this wall so that we can unveil the dedication on the building, which is really a big birthday present from Batya and Eli Borovsky to the city of Jerusalem.
החלק ב' של הערב בעיניי זה החלק הכי חשוב, והערב הכוכב, הערב שלנו, זו אמא שלי, בתיה בורובסקי, מייסדת המוזיאון, והייתי צריכה לדבר לפחות טיפה בעברית, נכון? אז אני מנצלת את ההזדמנות להזמין את אמא שלי להגיד כמה מילים.
In celebration of the 25th anniversary of the Bible Lands Museum, Jerusalem, I take this opportunity to reminisce on how this all began, on the journey that Eli and I took together many years ago, to step back with new perspective and see how our focus and determination so many years ago set the future of this museum on a track that will only grow and strengthen for future generations. 1 year after the museum opened, I temporarily became the director of the museum for 16 years. Looking back on the many fascinating exhibitions and catalogs, the extensive academics research that went into the preparation of each exhibit, I swell with pride knowing that this is an integral part of a legacy that Eli has left us and that we built together. But our work wasn't ended with the construction of the building. That was only the beginning. It was the exhibitions we produced, the innovative educational programs we created, the weekly lecture series we established. It is the coexistence programs and the countless education and cultural opportunities that this museum has brought to the public that make me so proud. One of my favorite exhibitions, if there's anyone here that's still, a few people here that still remember, was the Jerusalem, a capital for all times, the royal cities of the biblical world. It opened in 1996. It was the primary exhibition for the 3,000th anniversary of the establishment of Jerusalem as the capital of Judea by King David. It was an historic event. The exhibition traveled to the Kunsthistorisches Museum in Vienna and to the Reichsmuseum in Mannheim, Germany, and brought great honor and recognition to the Bible Lands Museum, to Jerusalem, and to Israel. The opening of the Vienna exhibition was an historic opening in its own right, as it marked the first time that an Austrian prime minister and an Israeli prime minister appeared together. The iconic mayor of Jerusalem, Teddy Kollek, and his wife Tamar, both Vienna natives, came especially for this exhibition. In 1994, we opened an exhibition entitled The Jewish Presence in Ancient Rome, marking the first cultural exchange between the Vatican and the Holy See and the State of Israel. It too was an historic occasion. After 16 years of serving as director, I took great pleasure in passing the scepter of leadership of the museum to my daughter Amanda. From the very beginning of the museum's development, she played an integral part in helping us to accomplish this dream. We've worked together, side by side every year, and as I look at the multi-generational impact of this institution, it warms my heart to know that within our own family, the dedication and passion to take this institution forward is deeply embedded. My daughter Jessica joined the team shortly after we opened, and as keeper of the collections and exhibition designer, keeps the Bible Lands Museum standards at their very best. The museum has been the sole purpose and focus of my life, with the exception of my children, my grandchildren, and my great-grandchildren, of which I have 6. In whom I take the greatest of pleasure and pride. I know my daughter Amanda will speak to you about the future and how the BLMJ will meet the challenges of the next chapter in our history. But for me, my greatest wish on this birthday that I share with you, that it continues to expand and grow and reach ever increasingly numbers of children and adults, and ultimately to inspire a greater appreciation for our heritage. Today, I am being honored for my achievement, but it is really Eli Borowski who is being honored, because without him, I would not be standing before you. It was Eli who created the wonderful collections exhibited here at the Bible Lands Museum. He had the vision to bring forth the history of the lands of the Bible and cultures that thrived within these lands. His genius and his unstinting generosity gave Jerusalem and the world an incomparable institution for learning and visual appreciation. As Eli so eloquently said, the future of mankind has its roots in the past. Only through understanding our history can we build a better future. I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Yehuda Kaplan, curator of the Bible Lands Museum, who is going to highlight for us a few selected treasures from our collection. Yehuda, if you please.
Biblical story of the Exodus, we read that God hardens Pharaoh's heart so that he will not allow the people of Israel to leave Egypt. But the Hebrew text says both chizek et halev, hardened the heart, and hichbid et halev, made Pharaoh's heart heavy. The biblical text uses the Egyptian metaphor in order to describe Pharaoh's wickedness, but only through acquaintance with the Egyptian culture, one can understand the full meaning of this expression.
I want to thank everybody here for coming tonight. This museum is really at a crossroads. 25 years, I sort of describe as a parent of children that have thankfully passed 25, that the first 25 years you sort of are raising your children to become adults. They become responsible human beings and take care of themselves. But that's the way I feel about this museum. That at 25, it has reached a place of maturity. And we look now at what we have on display, the special exhibitions that we're doing, and how we can strengthen the narrative that we tell and the purpose that we are here for. We have tremendous plans, enormous challenges, and a very exciting future for this institution. And the mayor just promised to help raise the money to build the new building. You all heard that, and we have it on tape, so that's a very good thing. But we can't do it alone, and we really do need your help. And we look to all of you here. I have to say that I'm glad Yehuda spoke, because you think that only the family runs the museum. But really, we're at the forefront, particularly this evening. But we have an amazing team of professionals that we work with, and we're very proud to be able to have such outstanding professionals with us tonight. But we really do have a great vision for the future. And when the mayor even mentioned it, that we look at this neighborhood, the cultural center, and it was Teddy's vision, and Ossie is here tonight. Osnat Kalak she was here with us tonight, and Teddy was a very big part in the museum being established right here in the heart of Jerusalem, because he wanted this to be the contemporary, modern cultural center of Jerusalem, and that it be a vibrant cultural city, and we're seeing it happen. It is an imperative that this museum strengthen its identity, its unique vision, and its strength to give the history of this region like no other institution in this country or anywhere else that I know. The fact that we are universal for people of all faiths, with a narrative that is here for each one of us to come and appreciate in our own right, is a great privilege for all of us to be a part of. So I want to thank you all for coming tonight, and I particularly want to thank the most important person in the room. We all talk about Eli Borowski. Eli Borowski, he was brilliant, and he was a giant, and sometimes even a little bit of a bully, but he was an amazing man. But you need to understand something. This museum would not be here. It would not have been built. It wouldn't have been created. It wouldn't even have been more than a crazy idea of a Michigan guy living somewhere else if he had not met Batya Borowski. And it took a rather self-made, chutzpahdik New Yorker, half Yemenite, half Polish, to knock this man literally off his feet. And he was a lot bigger than you, yeah. And make this institution happen. So this evening is really for you, because this is your birthday. And when the museum was created, Eli didn't want his name on the front of the building. I think I'm going to end with this little piece of information, because you may not know this, because he didn't want it to be the Borowski Museum. He wanted it to be your museum. He wanted it to be the museum for every single person in this room, every person in this country, and in the world. And he didn't want it to be identified as a personal museum. As a matter of fact, we used to downplay the family connection of all of us at the very beginning, because we didn't want them to think that it was just a crazy family, even though we slightly are a crazy family, doing something so really yotze dofen, really unusual. And my mother said she wanted to do this, and I looked at her and I didn't think it made sense, because I remembered hearing Eli over and over again say, this has to be a universal institution, our name doesn't belong on the front. And then I thought more and more about it, and we talked about it. And I said to her the other day, she was here in the office, and I said, what do you want for your birthday? And she said, I got it. The most important thing that I wanted was that the legacy be written on the building, and that it be there, and people know. And I am so proud that we've done it, and that you have it, because it's more than deserving, and it was about time. So happy birthday, Mom. And to all of you, thank you. Do you want to say something, or I'll say it? And the other thing that she wanted for her birthday, okay, wasn't diamonds, okay, she has one, right, at least, was a book. Not just any book, but the publication of Eli Borowski's memoirs. And she brought probably one of the greatest and most admired scholars to help her put it together, Sir John Boardman from Oxford, from the Ishmaelian. And they worked together, and the book is upstairs. This is the first night that it's seeing the light of day, light of night, dark of night. It hasn't been released to anybody yet. And we've put it up at the front desk, and we are asking if you would like to make a donation to please do so. And we would like to give you the book as a gift. It will only go on sale tomorrow, after tomorrow in the gift shop. But this book is the Eli Borowski story. It's a compilation of interviews that he gave in Canada, and it really tells about the development of this museum and this dream. And it's a very special thing. So that was her other birthday present that she wanted. So basically, Jess, we're off the hook. So ladies and gentlemen, dessert in Gallery 1.
כשהכרתי את אלי ובתיה, מה שמשך אותי זה החזון של אלי. הוא הקים מוזיאון לארצות המקרא, לא מוזיאון לארץ ישראל. ואמר, אני רוצה להסביר ולהוכיח לכל העולם שאנחנו לא באנו הנה מהחלל הריק. אנחנו גדלנו פה באזור, אנחנו ינקנו בתרבות שלנו מהעמים השכנים, ואנחנו יצרנו אמונה באל אחד בדרכנו שלנו כחלק מהמזרח התיכון. זה היה החזון שלו כאן. ואת החזון הזה הוא הגשים גם באוספים שלו וגם בטיפוח של המוזיאום הנפלא הזה. אלי זכה שיש לו המשך. קודם כל בתיה, אחר כך הבנות, אמנדה וג'סיקה, והדור השלישי גם אני רואה אותו פה מסתובב במוזיאון. ואני מקווה שאנחנו נמצא גם את המשאבים וגם את הכוחות הניהוליים כדי להגשים את החזון של כולנו, וזה להכפיל את השטח של המוזיאון בחלקת האדמה שמאחורינו. אז כל טוב לבתיה וכל טוב למוזיאון, הרבה הצלחה, והמעמד שיש למוזיאון בירושלים הוא מעמד שהמוזיאון ירוויח ביושר ובהצדקה מלאה למלא את תפקידו. תודה רבה. שמי עמוס מר-חיים, חבר מועצת המנהלים של מוזיאון ארצות המקרא.
אני רינה האס, והייתי כאן בפתיחה לפני 25 שנה, וליוויתי את המוזיאון ואני למדתי מהם, ואני גאה להיות כאן היום. שנה טובה.
Happy birthday, Batya, and the Bibleland Museum became part of family life for the last more than 10 years. It's a very important place for Gerald, and it was an important place for Diana, my mother-in-law, and it's still a great place to come to. And thank you for building this fantastic institution.
Joanna? Joanna, Gerald ורז. חן מוריס. מוריס וחן מוריס.
Worth a 2-hour drive from Tel Aviv just to get here. And I wish you many, many, many more years of happiness here and development. And I know it's going to happen. בתיה ואמנדה, אנחנו כל כך שמחים בשבילכם. ואנחנו מאוד שמחים. We're so happy to celebrate with you this wonderful, wonderful occasion. It was worth a 2-hour drive from Tel Aviv just to get here. And I wish you many, many, many more years of happiness here and development. And I know it's going to happen. Good luck. We love you. Carol and Kenny Jasby.
Batya, there's only one. One for the ages, like the museum. One Batya, one museum, Mazel Tov. Mazel Tov always.
Batya, I want you to know that Bernard and I are so delighted to become your friends. We really adore you, and we are so proud of everything you've accomplished. And all of our love and Mazel Tov on your birthday and your incredible accomplishment. We're very proud of you. So I am Barbara Diamond, and I'm speaking for myself and Bernard. Lots of love.
Batya, Amanda, Jessica, I have to include you two too. And just want to say a big Mazal Tov. It's not just, we don't take this lightly. Mamash, it's the history of Yerushalayim. We're still writing the Torah, and this Bible's part of it. It tells its story, not just of the Torah, but for all the other cultures and religions. And you guys are part of it, and you're very fortunate, and I love you guys. Big Mazal Tov. Thank you.
כל הכבוד לערב הזה. אני ממש גאה להיות פה, וממש לבתיה זה יום גדול. וכל הכבוד ומזל טוב.
My dearest Batya, it's an absolute honor and pleasure to be able to wish you a very, very happy birthday and to be associated with the museum and to be able to help you for the next 25 years. All the best and a very, very happy birthday. Keep looking as young as you are.
Batya, I just want to wish you and everybody involved in the museum a huge Mazal Tov on the 25th anniversary. You've always been a great, great aunt, and I'm very proud to be a Borovsky and to be able to wish you continued success in the vision for the museum's future.
Happy birthday, dearest Batya. To me, you get younger every day, and I love being with you. All my love, and again, very happy birthday.
Hello, Batya. We wanted to thank you for affecting our life and changing everything for so many people, including myself. The way I look at things, how I like the things you do, and this great project you built here, which I'm very happy to be part of. We love you all. Avishai and Margalit.
Savta, first and foremost, happy birthday. This evening was wonderful. Seeing you so happy, surrounded by the people who love you and the people who you consider the closest, their friends, your family, just is heartwarming and uplifting. They asked me to say a word about the museum and what the museum means to me. This place has been more than a home for me over the past few years. It's been my home for the past 35 years, for the past 25 years, but especially for the past few years. Having worked with you and Mom and in the museum to help build it and run it and make sure that it is the vibrant institution that you and Zeta wanted it to be is incredible, and it has sent me on a personal path to do this, to do museums, to do the Bible Lands Museum, to be part of this. This museum is my soul. It is my soul, will always be part of me, and I'm excited to see where it takes us. I love you. Happy birthday again.
I'm Ronit Kochman, Professor Kochman, Hadassah, and I'm friend with Amanda and Tamir, and I'm a great admirer of Batya, and she's a wonderful woman. Mazel tov.
בתיה יקרה, מזל טוב ליום ההולדת. אני כל כך אוהבת אותך וכל כך מעריכה את כל מה שאת עשית בשביל העם היהודי, יחד עם אלי ויחד עם כל המשפחה הנהדרת שלך. מזל טוב, הרבה בריאות ונחת עד 120.
And hope to work together all this year that we worked. Thank you.
Mazal tov to Batya, to the museum, to Amanda, to this wonderful, wonderful place. We love being here. It was a great event, and we'll go on for the next 25 years and make it even better. Shana Tova to everybody. Have a great, wonderful year.